Hey, what's up? Welcome to my brand new, very first YouTube channel. So, my name is Damir, and this channel is gonna be the place where I'm gonna talk about taking on some new challenges, reigniting old passions, and just sharing my experience, especially, restarting the running after more than 10 years of not doing that. So, why this channel and why am I even on YouTube? Let's rewind 5 weeks ago. I was having some nice time with my family at our summer house, and I just decided, as I did that when I was 20, I just decided to lace up my shoes and just go out for running because I felt that void for a long time now. I felt like I was missing something. And then I had a big reality check. Running at 35 is actually not the same as running when you're 20. And that was the time when it hit me. The road felt a bit different. My body felt different, especially because I gained some pounds, which I need to lose, definitely. And it just wasn't the same, but I didn't want to give up. I needed a bit different approach. And that's one of the reasons why I'm starting this YouTube channel and why I'm sharing my story. And that new approach was, man, you're getting older, although I'm not that old. I need to start slow. And that's when one obstacle hit me, and it was my own ego. I just had that desire to start the way I started when I was 20, just hit the road and run as long as I could. But, my body is different. I had years of inactivity, which I'm going to talk about in some of my next videos. So I needed to battle that ego and just to start really, really slow to ease into that. And it's been 5 weeks from now, and I'm going to tell you how I started and at which point I am now. So maybe you can extract something from that. And basically, the desire to start immediately, strong and go on as when I was younger, was there. However, I needed to reconsider things. I needed to go more gradually into that to prevent injury, to make this process more enjoyable. And that's the reason why I started this approach. But before I share my approach, I'm going to tell you about some goals that I set up. So I needed something to keep me accountable, and I needed something that I'm looking forward to. So 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I think, I signed up for my very first half marathon that's taking place this September in my city. And that was my goal setting routine. So basically, I set myself a goal that I want to achieve. So the goal is to not only to be at the starting point of that half marathon, but actually to complete that half marathon in a reasonable time. And for me, right now, reasonable time would be 2 hours, but we'll see. So with that goal of half marathon, I gave myself around 28 weeks, which is more than enough to be prepared to do what I want to do. And I gave myself that much time because I'm taking it easy. And what's the approach? And this is this is a really funny, but there's an old saying is like you need to learn how to walk before you run. And that's actually the approach. And maybe it might sound a bit slow, but it is what it is. So gradually, I'm gonna have walk run intervals for a couple of weeks, and I accepted the fact that I need to progress slowly. So I'm going to increase run intervals while decreasing walking intervals. And then I'm going to go, completely running. Over the weeks, I'm going to increase a number of workouts that I do during the week. So it's going to be a slow but steady progress, which will keep me hopefully on track. And that's the entire, that's the entire wisdom of the approach. If you're trying to restart running or get into running while you're out of shape, you need to learn to walk before you can run. And that's going to keep you healthy. That's going to keep you injury prone, and that's gonna make you this entire process enjoyable. Start slow, don't overdo it, and do not try to work out or to run as an elite runners, because none of us are. Maybe we have potential, but at the beginning nobody's an elite athlete. So that's one main wisdom: learn how to walk before you can run. And so, for those who are starting to run or want to get back to running, there are a couple of points that could be useful for you, and I have them laid out here. So I'm just gonna go one by one. And the first one is to embrace your starting point. So accept where you are right now, physically and mentally. And there's no shame in going slow. So nobody's going to look at you, nobody's going to laugh at you. People have their own things to do. So just embrace and accept your starting point. Then the second point is just, incorporate this walk run thing. It's going to make the entire process much more enjoyable. It's going to get your body accustomed to the activity. You're going to introduce running slowly, and then you will increase. And when you look at yourself back 10 months from now, you will see how much you progressed in those 10 months if you keep this consistently. So actually, the consistency and being consistent in this is really important, and we're going to talk about consistency in some of the next videos. But you need to be consistent with whatever you're doing. Number three is to set realistic goals. Whether it's a 5K or a half marathon, you just need to choose a goal that's attainable for you. So if you don't feel comfortable running a half marathon or marathon, sign up for a 5K race, sign up for a 10K race, and adjust your plan and the entire process to that. You're gonna enjoy. You're gonna enjoy much more than if you know that you're not ready to run a marathon and then you just hop on a marathon program, and you're just gonna burn out, and that's not good for you or your body or your mental state. Number four would be find support. So basically, you can do everything by yourself, but it's going to be a lot easier if you are part of the community, or if you're hanging with the people who have the same goals or aspirations as you. So, while stepping on this program, I knew how to, create that walk run and so on. I'm not a pro. So I asked a friend for help, and he helped me structure the entire program based on my honest responses. You need to accept your starting point. You need to be honest with yourself, what you can do and what you cannot do. And basically, I have some friends that are running, and we are supporting each other. And, nobody's going to tell you, hey, what a bad run you had. Only bad run is the one that didn't happen. And that's basically the same with any other workout or any other activity that's good for you and your body. And which brings us to number five, and that's listen to your body. Every pain that you're feeling is your body signaling you that something is not right. And even if it's a smallest pain or a big pain, well, if it's a big pain, you're going to be in trouble. So listen to your body, listen to those small pains, and address them very seriously, so that you do not suffer on a long term. So that's it for today and for my very first video. I'm not really, comfortable talking to camera. Hopefully that will improve. But the reason why I started this channel was to keep myself accountable and motivated through this entire process, and just to keep track of my starting and ending points and the entire journey. And then I, figured if I can motivate even one person to lace up or to go out and to do something good for them, then this journey will have been worth it. And I hope you're going to find some value in my experiences and in the videos that I'm going to share. So if you really want to stick with me on this entire journey, subscribe. That's it. And that's it for today, and hopefully we'll see you soon in my next video.